Mortar here. Welcome back to our Darkest Dungeon Let's Play. Last episode, we went ahead and dove into the Darkest Dungeon itself. We came out victorious against the DD1, against the Shambler. The squad Shawan X, the Shade, XFAB Gamer, and SAQG are out of having chances in going to DD at this point. You can't use the same characters again. The mission went fairly well. We did gain a lot of stress. Luckily, we didn't get an affliction, and it was very close with SAQG. I'm really glad I took off Junia's head off of him. But yeah, that's, in my opinion, the second most difficult DD dungeon, at least in my experience it has been. And we're about to go into the most difficult DD dungeon. It is, in my opinion, again, orders of magnitude more difficult than DD1 itself. And we'll see how it goes. I already dealt with the town events and everything like that. There's no stress. Everyone got de-stress after the DD mission. I think that happens every DD mission too. Got people being treated in here for the rest of DD and for some extras after we're done with the campaign. I'm done with the skills. I picked this squad for DD2, and it is as follows. We're taking Flagellant, Happy Fin. In my opinion, Flagellants can come and clutch very easily and very nicely. And considering this is the most difficult mission, well, we're taking a Flagellant in there, and they can work as off-healers as well, not only being the DPSs. Now, fairly few important things about this specific Flagellant. I mean, we have one, but it's very important about this one going into this DD, into this mission. He has both Eldritch, Hater, Beast Slayer, and Eldritch Slayer. Now, the most important ones are both Slayers because they increase our damage by 10% each. Every important enemy in this dungeon, I actually think every enemy in this dungeon, I might be wrong, but I'm looking at the map and they're mostly like Hounds, Priests, Raptures. Those don't matter. What matters is the Priests, the bosses we're gonna be fighting here. There's not one boss. I guess you can call them mini bosses. But yeah, most of the enemies in here, if not all, are both Eldritch and Beast. So supposedly we're getting 20 extra accuracy and 10% crit chance already. On top of that, we get 15% extra damage, which is nice. Not gonna matter that much, but it's nice touch. And minus stress, which is fairly important. And then there's steady on top of that. Twilight Dreamer is not gonna matter for anything in this one. There's no stealth targets. The very important part about this mission is that the difficulty increases not only because of the enemies we're fighting and the length of the mission, it's also because we lose one trinket slot. We have to carry Talisman of the Flame. Well, technically, you don't need to carry this, but what it does is decreases the damage taken and the stress taken. It doesn't actually decrease it by 100%. It's like 80%, I think. From the attacks of the bosses / mini bosses. So we need to carry this. Now, we were given 3 from the first mission, which means that there's gonna be one hero on our squad. It's gonna be the Houndmaster here, who's not gonna have that. That's why it's so important to actually bring a Houndmaster on or a Man-at-Arms on this mission, to be able to guard them, to protect from those stress and damage inducing attacks. But before we get to the Houndmaster, next one is Snaptacular, our strongest Man-at-Arms. He was being prepared basically to deal with Wolf, and just as dealing with Wolf, this is the best opportunity to showcase him because he's so powerful. Hard-skinned, extra protection, follow mania, less stress. These are actually his only good quirks, essentially. I mean, Irrepressible is nice too, or Natural is useless, but these should prove fairly useful in this mission. We have extra accuracy from the building, so we're not taking focus ring. We need to be stunning the targets. This almost guarantees the stuns as long as we hit, which debatable sometimes. Also need to switch to actually having Defender this time. Might contemplate command. Depends. I need to see the first few fights to see if I really need to command. Actually, I have the enemies opened up. It's 26.25% dodge on them and 28.75. I should be fine. I'm basically at 100% accuracy. +5 from... Yeah, I should be fine. I should have 100% accuracy on them. At least on the dog. Anyways, continue with the Niptacular. He's gonna be guarding the dog for the boss fights at least. For the rest of the dungeon, it's just a regular man-at-arms, which means I should actually be running like this. And then switch to Defender for the bosses / mini bosses. Next on the list, Houndmaster, our main DPS. I need to change his skills. I didn't do that. Apologies. Hound's Rush. I might actually make use of Cry Havoc. I don't think they have any protection at all. No, they have 0. So the only good thing would be to removing their dodge, which we don't really have a way of doing anyway. So Cry Havoc, Guard, and Lick Wound. Might use Guard at some situation when we need to save someone. I really don't want to be using Hound's Hair. We're gonna be using Hound's Rush. Pretty much only this skill, honestly. That's the reason we're taking Houndmaster into this mission too, because all the enemies, most if not all, are beasts, so we have that 35% increased damage against them. Because we don't need to take the torch, we're taking both offensive trinkets this time, Eldritch Slayer Ring. I mean, we could take either Eldritch or Beast Slayer, doesn't matter which one. And I guess this is a bit better now that I think about it, because if we lose the trinket, I have both options still available to me. And I'm taking the pistol instead of focus ring just to have the speed. We wouldn't outspeed most of the enemies anyways with our base speed, but with the pistol we will outspeed most of them, especially the bosses. Without it, we're on par with speed against the bosses, so this is pretty helpful there. And the accuracy, we are only using ranged skills, so it's fine. We have 24 accuracy this way, it's better than focus ring. Losing the crit chance, yeah, that sucks. We have the natural swing for accuracy as well. And we have deadly for the crit, I suppose. Hopefully that is gonna be enough. The other character that was fighting for this spot in here was actually a bounty hunter, because the bosses are size 2. It's definitely an option. Not sure if what I decided on here is the better one, because I really love bounty hunters, and especially they're like insanely high crits. We'll see how it goes. And then obviously we are gonna be taking a Vestal. Vestal is gonna be showing up in all of the rest of the dungeons of the Darkest Dungeon here. We need their healing essentially. Since again this is the hardest mission, we're taking the best Vestal we have right now. The best one we had died, so now the best one is Shimama. It's not bad at all. On guard, really good. Spiritual, not bad. Steady, really good. Eldritch Hater is gonna help out as well. Mostly the stress component, not the damage. So yeah, pretty decent Vestal. Let's so I'm taking the torch, talisman, that looks like a torch, and the healing item with no stress attached to it. Now that's done, we can go in there. The mission consists of us activating 3 Iron Crowns. Basically what's gonna happen is that we have to go to 3 spots in this mission. We're gonna be seeing them up at some point too. And yeah, each of those spots is guarded by bosses / mini bosses, whichever you want to call them. Like, they are fairly difficult, but they're not technically bosses. You can just call them mini bosses, I guess. And they are fairly difficult because they all have 2 actions. There are 2 types of them: Warlord and Impaler. First 2 fights consist of 1 of each and 2 extra enemies, and the last fight, at least in the order we're gonna be dealing with it, has both of them, which is gonna be fairly difficult. Now, with careful planning and looking at the map, you can take a route which allows you to use, because you have 2 campfires here. You can take a route which allows you to have buffs for the entirety of the dungeon against all the enemies. And now that I say that, I didn't actually do the camping skill, so let me go ahead and deal with that right now. It's like this. I mean, I don't have these, so let's just take these. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using all of them, but that's fine. Shimama. It's like Bless. Let's deal with those right now. Of Pep Talk. I don't need Nighttime Ambush, but the heal might be important there. I don't need... Probably Ham's Watch is better than Release the Hounds, but I don't need to worry about that one. Tactics could be decent. Actually, Instruction is probably better than Bless. It depends. Dodge is nice too. I'm gonna be keeping Redeem for this dungeon, I think. Although Exsanguinate will be cool too. Let's have Redeem for now and see how it goes. Alright, everything is ready. Let's do the provisions. Yes, yes. Again, if we have to run, we use a character for it. Let's go. We're as ready as we will ever be. Again, we don't need shovels. I'm fairly certain the enemies, the bosses at least, can't blight me, and that's a one fucking massive blight that I just noticed. So, hello, anti-venom. Let's take these, and we have no spots for... okay. For the torches and stuff like that. This is just for the debuffs. Do I need those? Technically, the Warlord has a very nasty debuff of minus 33% damage and 10% crit. So it would be nice to have those. I don't think I need that many torches with the campfires. I think 16 should be good enough, hopefully. Like, we're gonna be going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 undiscovered corridors, which is probably 3 torches per each, so 30. That's way too many. Like, I want to take Holy Waters or Aegis here. Aegis is safer. Holy Water is a nice option though. I wish I could remove the cookies. I'm thinking about actually removing a stack of food. Technically only need like 16 for camping, now we have 24. But that would result, that is only fine if we only get 2 food things. So like this. Technically you don't need to camp for full food either, so, and there's less food pings in these dungeons. I think I want to go with this, just so I have the Holy Waters for the bosses. At least a little bit of them. Alright, I think this is what we're gonna be going with, so let's go.
The thing has no name, for it needs no language. Nevertheless, those who would submit to its word, this will, are rewarded in a fashion. The creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust. Twisted, half-human monstrosities stalk the flesh-ridden halls, protecting their gestating god.
Yep. Alright. So, again, another scripted dungeon. We are gonna be going up first for the Warlord fight. So up first, then bottom left, then bottom right. Not sure if that's the best path. That's just the one I want to be using.
It crawls steadily upward from the pit, supported by the
Did I use the skills?
Yes,
yes, yes. Actually, doesn't really matter in which position the Hound Master is. Again, I'm getting bamboozled by the map. We were supposed to have a fight on the 2nd tile, not on the 4th tile. Luckily, we outspeed, so yeah, again, they are beasts. We have the accuracy. Okay, that's good enough then. We're negating their entire dodged by our accuracy. We have 24 and the ability has 105, so... Actually, it might have been better to hitting this one instead, and then stunning the other one, pushing him back. Now... I'm gonna try stunning this one. Okay, it worked out. And I was worried about this thing happening, exactly, but with the stun... I should be okay, so I'm gonna try stunning the other one. I know it just pushes away this guard, but it's okay. We have to deal with this anyway, so... Now I need to hit him one more time to kill him. It should be good enough. And it is, as long as he outspeeds the cultists. Let's see, if he gets 11 heal, that's 7 damage, so that's still enough. I don't need to hit him anymore. Didn't get the bleed, unfortunate. Another guard, huh? Asshole. Well, the man-at-arms is about to move, so it's okay. Repose would be nice, but there's so many things that man-at-arms would love to be doing here, but he won't get to. It's a bit unfortunate. Let's actually... Wait, which one is guarding? This one. So that should be a guaranteed removal, and this way I can basically guarantee the stun with man-at-arms. It's 97%, so... Works out just fine. We have a little bit less healing, can't really make use of the superpower of double healing items of 55%, but it's okay. That's the annoying part. Would have been dead otherwise. Let's finish him. Good. And now it's just these zombies. Let's increase our crits then. We're gonna stress treat here a little bit. I don't need to heal that much, really. I mean, I don't need to stress heal that much either, but it would just be nice to be able to get it to 0. Yeah, as you can see from their moveset, I'm actually gonna be hitting here. They are designed for you to stall. It's just that got pushed away with some changes. And whether that's fortunate or unfortunate, I mean, it makes the dungeon more difficult, so that's... For me, it's kind of cool, but it would be nice to actually be able to use them as stress treatment. Nice. Okay, now I can kill it. Alright, one more hit and it's down. Maybe I could have used the healing there, but I didn't want to get the bleed. Alright, that's one fight down. Now we're moving to the left side, because the right side has a fight for us. Don't want to be dealing with that. There's one more fight before the boss. I think this is actually the easiest path, which kind of makes the left path a bit more enticing, because there are 3 fights that you are taking mandatorily.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Whether we like it or not, so that might even better in sense of removing the stealth stress of camping. We're obviously gonna be camping just to get the buffs. Now that probably means I'm gonna be using 4-foot in this camp then. Alright, this should be fairly easy fight. We already faced growths, or malignant growths, now it's defensive growth as well. I'm fairly sure it actually buffs them too. Not really bleedable, they're only eldritch. These are fairly stunnable though, so that's okay. That's a bleed ability. Don't stun me, please. Good. I can stun you back. Well, I guess I'm not stunning you back. Stunning your friend, or at least trying. I'm not gonna remove that bleed. Oh, come on. That's actually so annoying. So I have to try one more time, and the damage spread is not something you want to be looking for, and this freaking thing also heals them, huh? This doesn't work too well if I stun this one, because it pushes it to position 3. They're not that movable though, it might not have moved it. Maybe I should have looked into it. Because if it didn't move it, I could have just dealt more damage and prevented from hitting. All in all, it didn't do anything to me anyway, so HP 30. Good. Starting this one. Might be able to kill it this turn. Should be able to kill it this turn. Might need to hit with everyone, but it's okay. Actually, I think depends what happens here. You have Warrior of Light, don't you? No, you have Eldritch Shatter, that's why you do so much here. Alright, well, let's try it. Only the mineral didn't do it.
Maintain the offensive.
Goes to show how powerful this vessel actually is. Wait, is that damage? It has to be 15% damage. The other one is accuracy. It really needs to die now. That's a damage buff, isn't it? Crit buff. So the bleed will be annoying if it gets it on me. It's not stunnable. Let's try killing it. Can I outspeed with arms, please? No, please dodge. Of course, no, not a dodge, but a crit. At least it's not the bleed one, so I'm fine with that one.
A brilliant confluence of skill.
Oh, come on. You little asshole. Let's start the healing then. Good, didn't get the bleed. I could try the stun, why not? I mean, there is a good reason why not to heal. Okay, got it, that's fine. The annoying part is it gets to move again with the increased crit chance and get it though, so that's all good. Let's finish it off.
As the fiend falls,
Down to dealing with the growth. Right, these are all growths. Defensive growth, let's go. Well, let's get another healing in. No bleed, so that's perfect. Might as well set up her post. Oh boy. Hell yeah, Shimama, hell yeah. Thing has some protection, so it's gonna take some time. That's chest hit, huh? Man, you're an annoying piece of crap, aren't you? I didn't heal there because we're camping, which is gonna heal us to full anyways.
Press this advantage.
Alright, and before I forget, also I hope you enjoy the scenery. I didn't talk about it at all, but it looks pretty cool in here, doesn't it? If you can even call this cool. I'm gonna try the same approach as with the Shambler and the first DD, where I'm not gonna be taking Crush. Time to camp. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have enough fights. We're only gonna be using... Actually, I could just go for 2 food. It doesn't make much sense though. Yeah, just... Well, it kind of does a little bit. Yeah, there is an argument to go for 2 food there. Alright, weapons practice. Get the damage and crits, hopefully. Didn't get it on Flagellant, a bit unfortunate. Would have preferred it to the Vestal. Now we have instruction. I think I'm gonna go with tactics, just to get the dodge. And I want to go instruction. Now the question is on whom? Accuracy. I have enough accuracy on him. I have double accuracy on this guy. So it's only basically Vestal who doesn't necessarily have the accuracy. Now, do I want to go for that? It's that or Bless. Or Pray for protection, I suppose. I mean, the speed is always better. Let's get it on the Vestal. I might actually be going for some stuns, and this should allow me to outspeed too. Yeah. Right, rest, nothing else to do. Skills, these look fine, these look fine, these look fine. These look fine as well. Alright. This is an empty corridor. And the fight. I have guard, yes, I do. Okay. Alright, I have the accuracy now. It's almost 70%, 67% also actually stun these. Let's try it. Wouldn't be bad to get those.
The path is clear.
It's very important that Man-at-Arms actually outspeeds. Wow. Wow. Okay, it's dead. That was very important actually. I mean, it's the best, in my best interest to actually start bleeding this thing though. I would love to bleed this guy, but because it has 2 actions, the bleeds gain in value. Didn't get to outspeed it. Now that's why you want the talismans, to lower the stress and damage. Don't push or pull. Fucking also stunned me. Alright, we need to guard. It's not even about the damage, it's about the ability, although it's not gonna use it on the second turn, I don't think. Yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck?
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
I'm gonna go for a heal instead. This guy's dead. Please, Man-at-Arms, move.
Slowly, gently.
It has an ability that bleeds you. Didn't bleed me, thankfully. Please don't hit position 1. That's the... yeah, that's the revelation. I think it's guaranteed to use it on the first action. Alright. Let's stun you. What? No! Wait, what? I don't have that ability. How did it even do it?
At the very precipice.
I don't have Crush on my skill book. On skill list. What in the world just happened there? Why did I use Crush? Wait, did I... no, did I use Retribution? No, I used Retribution. Well, that was terrible. I absolutely need to guard Vessel here. I know I lost the guard for Revelation, but... I will say a very bad mistake, wasn't it now? Alright, this thing is dead. That's... I'm really glad I went for that guard there. And while I do need to guard the dog, I think it's better to actually keep this guard in there and try for a stun here. Okay, getting the stun is very, very big actually. We get the Death Star unfortunately, but so be it. It's probably the least important target to have it actually. Well, I mean, if the Vessel dies, the dungeon is over. Alright, let's start hitting the Warlord. Got rid of its little friend, so it should be fine at this point. That's a Revelation turn. Discard the dog. I don't know if it's gonna do it the second turn because it didn't get to do it the first one. Yeah, it will. So actually stunning is fairly good. Yeah, it is a lot of stress, but it should be fine. We probably kill it this turn actually, now that I look at it. Yeah, it's dead. It's gonna die to the bleeds. I would love to get the heal in. The Death Star won't let me, huh? It's unfortunate, but so be it. Also, maybe should have removed the Blights. Alright. First one down, 2 to go. Quite a bit of stress on Man-at-Arms. Maybe we'll be able to stall a little bit on some Raptures, which we're about to fight actually. All the way, and at the end of this corridor here should be 2 zombies. Now, the footping is scary. I don't want to say yet that I'm getting unlucky with those, but definitely feels that way a little bit. Oh man, that's fucking Retribution instead of stun. I don't know what I was even thinking. Well, I wasn't thinking, definitely. I just really thought I have stun selected. For a second I thought I had Crush in and not Retribution. Alright, unexplored territory. Stop hitting him. Oh, it says double priest, not double rupture. Well, hello. I mean, I wouldn't mind him getting hit once. Stun this one. That's fine, I'm gonna stun the other one. Not the vessel, please. Really? Really now? Don't even get the blade. I mean, they do have very high bleed resist, that's fair, I suppose. Let's get the stun. Hopefully outspeed and he dies before the other guy actually gets to guard or heal him. I have the healing with Flaggy, so let's go for it. Nice. Basically full health, which means I can remove this guard and then I can stun the priest next turn. Just don't crit me. It does a little bit of stress, but it's not as big as with like finger crit. Just a finger too. I'm gonna start stress treating a little bit because we have a 1 free action here. I mean, Man at Arms is the prime target to get stress treated, but didn't work out. Don't get the bleeds, huh? Alright, let's go for the DPS on this guy. All the DPS. It's a nice hit. Shimama might be able to kill it before it acts. Okay, Niptacular, I'll take it. Also de-stressing him, not bad. Time to stall a little bit. Which means the Vessel is gonna go for a hit. Maybe I should have just went for the stun to actually do less damage there. It's not dead yet, it's at 1 health right now. But I'm pretty sure the way it's gonna work out, because it's gonna be at 1 health at the end of its action, at the end of its turn, it's gonna have a deadly dot on it, which means it's dead, so I'm not gonna get the stalling penalty. I mean, it just healed itself, so I need to hit it with Man at Arms, but I can just go for the... come on. The rampart to get a little bit of damage, and now I shouldn't be punished. I hope that that mechanic is still in. Oh, come on! What is the 74%? Alright, well, we lowered the stress on everyone else at least, so there's that. Now the next fight is gonna be fairly difficult, because it's double priest, 1 zombie, so it's basically the same fight, but there's also growth, the one that stuns you. This is in the front line. And bleeds you, I guess. Let's try stunning this one. Come on, what is this luck? I'm gonna be hitting this one because this is the one that's gonna get bled and stunned.
Precision.
But I didn't get the bleed. If I got the bleed, it was actually dead. So that would have been cool. Perfect. Come on, another dodge. It's okay. I think I'm gonna bandage that though. I'm gonna finish it off just so the cultist doesn't heal it. The rampart would have been decent in the sense that it would have moved it back to have a better access to the other priest. But I can just bleed both of them at the same time. I'll at least try.
Impressive.
Yes, good. Really good. I suppose I can set up Retribution here and be fine with it if he does the lash. Well, Vessel's gonna be doing the stunning there. Don't stun me, please. Good. Could have stunned this guy instead, I suppose. How greedy am I? I could stress heal here. I'm not that greedy. Now it's set to the Blight, so it's not gonna heal anymore. It might outspeed it, didn't. That's always gonna hit both of them because it's AoE, doesn't matter if it guards. Now I can actually kill it. Okay, come on, hit. Nice! Good job, Shimama. And I even get to try for a stun, 97%. Did get it. Good. I'm still worried about not getting those. Alright, let's greed a little bit. Nice. Need to lower the stress a little bit. Kind of sketchy otherwise. Nice crit. Because obviously the Man-at-Arms is gonna be taking the bulk of stress damage against the mini boss fights, and we're about to go into one. Actually just after this fight, so I would really love to be on high HP as well. Nice. But I can't stall. At least that much. That's unfortunate. Just stun it! Go on, don't stress playing me. Don't do it to me, game. I think it's 2 actions now. For the stalling purposes. Yes, okay, that works out. Almost perfectly. Alright, about to fight another boss fight. Let's change the skills again. Not on you, on you. I must remember about retribution this time. Oh, that's... okay, now I understand everything. Everything makes sense at this point. Because the way I have skills regularly, I have Rampart on number 2. So I pressed number 2 to get Rampart in, but I have Retribution right now there. So what I should actually be doing, have Retribution on 1. And I think I thought I had that. That's why I was so surprised. Because that's what I should have had it on. But in the end, I don't think that was the ordering I had. Alright. I already have 1 Death Star, so... it actually sits in front. So I can just bleed these things. Let's try for a stun. Obviously didn't get it, that would be too easy. Comes the Blights, didn't get one. That pushes me back. If I get to in position 3, that's fairly bad there. I don't think I'm gonna use the dog treat yet. That kills one at least, so that's good. Come on, Man-at-Arms, move. That's fine. Yes, I said it reduces the damage completely, but the maximum stress reduction you can get is 80%, at least according to the wiki. That's why, even though it says minus 100% stress, it's on actually 80%. It's a big hit, but I can heal now. It's fine. We can do shit from position 4 anyways. Good. Okay, now it's the boss fight left. Still threatening, but a bit easier now. I mean, I think I'm gonna try for the stun anyways. Might as well. Okay, that means it's only gonna use Revelation. I can just move forward, and I move by 2, so it's all good. That's fine, don't care. Right, start killing the boss fight. The boss, mini-boss, whatever you wanna call this thing. Got the blade, nice. It's annoying, but fine. Just the stress is annoying part of all of this. Let's top us off. And then we don't really need healing anymore until it hits me, really. I don't know when this is gonna end. I am scared it's gonna end now, so I'm just gonna guard again. It also gives me protection, so it's not bad. Yeah, exactly. There's the massive Blight. That's basically like the blade you would get from the Cove enemies. Ooh. That's not very nice. You have accuracy. Come on, Lady Shimama. You can do it. I have trust in you. Don't fail me now. But if nothing terrible happens, this boss fight should be basically as good as over at this point. I could get stacked with the Bleed still and Blights, I suppose. I guess it's only Blights at this point. The guard is still in there. I could command to actually increase my... yeah, I'm gonna do it. To get the crits. essentially, and this increases the damage of the dog as well because it's being guarded with command. That's how much? 25% increased damage. So not bad at all. Okay, it's definitely dead between 2 turns. Oh, that's good. That's why using Retribution would have been nice too. But all in all, it works out just fine.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
And there you have it, 2 down.
Be wary. Triumphant pride.
Alright, last one to go. That's the most difficult one. I'm gonna go all the way there before camping just so I can preserve torches. It definitely seems I could have kept one slot occupied with something else than torches, because it seems that 16 is gonna be more than enough. There is a lot of backtracking in here, that's true. That's why I was contemplating if I could just bring only 2, or had to bring 3 stacks. All in all, you can just bring 2. I'll never remember it if I ever play this again, but if you ever try it, now you know. Alright, this is about to be the exactly same fight as the one just before the boss fight. We can camp in here. There are 3 fights counting the mini boss, so we're not gonna go for 8 food, I don't think. I'm just gonna go for 4.
The battle may yet be won.
Stress items. Yes. It's funny that I can't actually click on them. I need to right click on them to be able to move to them. Anyways, this is dangerous. I think it's better to take the 4 food, de-stress him with some abilities, and then have the food in case of having to in case of nice, everyone got about. In case of having or being able to heal with it, that which is gonna be interesting and nice too in its own right. Now I could go for Bless again, but all in all it didn't work out too well with the vessel or with the instruction. I mean, I did outspeed, so that's fair, but removing the stress I think it's fairly important, considering he's about to tank 2 bosses at the same time. I suppose giving him the speed wouldn't be that terrible either, because he kind of has to outspeed. Probably means that the dog is gonna get hit by Revelation at least once, if not twice, on this upcoming boss fight, but we'll have to deal with that in one way or another.
A singular strike.
It's so annoying, didn't get the debuff either. Also, I should go back to Crush instead of Retribution here. This is gonna be a fairly deadly fight, honestly, even though we have the buffs. I mean, we just fought through a fight like this, but still, doesn't make it any easier. Nice, got the stun though, so that's fairly big actually. Helps quite a lot. Come on, don't stun me. Yeah. Keep hitting the low HP guy. Nice, got a bleed. Can I get another one? If I do, I might be able to kill it. Of course I don't get it, because that would be too easy. Not Death Star yet. It's solo, I have to heal here. I had the chance of healing with him, but it's not his action for a while. It's until next turn. There's still one finger guy moving, so let's get a little bit of damage, and if anything it dies to the bleed now, and the riposte is gonna help us out. Wow, what a hit that was. We have protection, by the way. I'm just gonna add the restoration. I know that gives us chance to get bled more and stuff like that, but I need him to survive. I'll bandage this. I'm gonna stun the priest. A bit annoying that it moves him into position 3, but I can't do anything about it. Start AoE healing, also low roll unfortunately. As long as I don't get stunned here, it should be all good. Actually, this bleed might push me down to enough of a low HP that I can heal. Is it enough? Not quite, actually. I'm not gonna apply another one. I'm just gonna try killing him with the blade here and get it. Man-at-Arms can finish him off though. Let's keep healing. Let's finish it off. Nice. And some stress healing as well. Outmaneuvered indeed, Niptacular. Indeed. Oh, come on. It's not even about the stress, it's about the damage I just took. I might need to use multiple bandages. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use a bandage on that one. Although, what I could do... Yeah. I'm gonna let him take this massive dot and heal with him next turn. And then use a bandage, I think. As long as I outspeed, everything is fine. I'm gonna guard him because of that. Yes. Now we remove it. I'd love to have more bandages. Redeem. Not bad at all. That's all we guarded, just in case this happened and he couldn't heal or was put to Death's Door. Which obviously would have been fairly bad. I can play with the food now a little bit, I suppose. Nice hit. Nice crit. And we're good. So the skills... I suppose the guard wasn't bad there, huh? Alright, that was where the fight was supposed to be. Map is accurate again, sometimes, not all the time. I mean, it's accurate in terms of what enemies I'm fighting and in what corridors I'm fighting them. It's just not necessarily accurate on the spots I'm fighting them on. It was supposed to be fight on this one again, not on this tile. I guess it doesn't matter much. It just would be nice if it was fully accurate. Okay, let's kill the priest, hopefully. Yeah, it's set to the bleed. If he gets healed, it survives. So I'm gonna stun this thing. Because it guarantees the kill. I could try killing it with the vessel, but obviously accuracy is fairly low, so that's a better play there. It's playing it slow, playing it smart. Nice. I think we can do a little bit of stress healing here if we want to, and I think I will. Just because why not? This is the second to last fight in this dungeon. This is not bladable. Growth. The last one is the most difficult one, so need to go there with all the strength we can. I think that's the first stun he got. Hit with at least. It went through the resists. That's good though. Means that his resists are high or is lucky. Doesn't actually have hard knock-in. I think that's on the Vestal. Nice, good hits with the stress reliefs. Okay, that thing is dead. Let's stun this guy again. I'm gonna do this just to be on full health. Good dodge. We actually have higher dodge than the enemies, which is pretty funny. Considering how high of a dodge the enemies do tend to have in this dungeon. Or, yeah, in all of the Darkest Dungeon dungeons. I'm gonna hit it just so I don't get a stall thing. I've never really checked what the crits thing is. Extra healing, not bad at all. Let's get the crits. Oh, that might... Let's just kill it now. On health. I'm dead. Alright, almost no stress. It's only on Niptacular here. To be expected though. That's exactly where you want it to be. Alright, the boss fight is down here. It's the last crown to be activated. I have more than enough torches as it is. Do the skills one more again. So, Retribution, Rampart, Defender, Command, you are fine, you are fine, you are fine too. Use the Torchlight, drink the Holy Waters. Eat the food. Turns out I could have went for the all food camp. But it's okay. Let's give it a shot. Now, which one is more difficult? More important to kill? Not sure, honestly. Let me actually verify that. What are your abilities? The Impaler has the 10 Blight and Stun. The Warlord doesn't, so Impaler is kind of more important. It has more HP though. But it's so threatening. Both have very high rolls available to them. Whereas the Impaler actually has higher, so I think it's Impaler that has to die first. That's a very low roll. That's a very nice roll though. I desperately need the guard, but no, there it is. That's the full extent of the damage you would be taking without... without the... guard. So you see how deadly that can be.
And improvement.
Now we will probably see why we have a flagellant in here. Oh, what was that? Wait, what was that ability? Oh, that's Blight. I thought that would be stress, but it's actually Blight. This buff lasts 2 rounds. Yeah, baby, yeah! That's like bounty hunter level of damage. I'll take it! Oh boy, we're about to kill it. Nice! It's fine, don't care. Would love to get a stand, so... actually... let's try... second dodge in a row, come on. Yikes. Well, we have the protection, so less damage. Here's the revelation. They're actually targeting men-at-arms, which is fairly funny, not the dog. Holy water cell is still in. Let's remove the debuff. Oh, that's the debuff I was worried about in lowering our damage. Doesn't matter that much on men-at-arms. I still have the guard, so let's try stunning. That's a not a guaranteed. Oh, it is guaranteed. 200% with that. So this guy's dead. So 1 Templar down, 1 to go. So I think we just won it, basically. I don't know what string of crits would need to happen for us to lose at this point. Do I flex with Cry Havoc? No, I don't. Those crits definitely mattered in all of this. I'm really glad I went with the setup that I did go with. And the team is very powerful against this. Like all the quirks we have really work well here. Didn't really need that heal, honestly. And the dodges. Like, I'm really glad I went for the dodge buff for men-at-arms as well. Let's get the guard back in. The holy waters just running out. Well, I don't think we can reapply them while we still have them, so... okay, this one ran out. Dog treat, I think it ran out too. Alright, kill it! Not even a crit. Alright, didn't even need Aegis Scale. I honestly forgot that I had it. Alright, mission done. We made it. DD2 down. Let's go home. Damn, this is going really nicely, I have to say. I don't want to say easily. But it's... I have bad memories of this dungeon, so it's just what I want to say here. Losing people. Just imagine this. I went into this dungeon once without an actual healer. I only had a... it was basically the same team comp. I just had someone else than the Vestal. I think it might have been a bounty hunter because I had no healers available anymore. Nocturnal, that's fairly bad. Stout. I mean, Eldritch Hater is better, but I'm fairly sure she already had 3 quirks locked in anyways. Alright.
The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time. But there can be no celebration. Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror. You are in the shadow of the end.
You done yet? Thank you, narrator. Thank you. Thank you for that motivational speech right there. Anyways, DD2 done. All that's left is DD3 and DD4. And on the difficulty scale, I think DD3 is the easiest one and DD4 is the 3rd hardest one. So The next one is gonna be fairly simple in my opinion, and the last one is gonna be a bit more difficult. But anyways, this is where we're gonna be ending this episode. So, thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.